Caitlin Clark
Mm-hmm.
and
I'm a fan.
Angel Reese, right?
Yeah.
They're going back and
I'm a
forth.
fan of both.
And Jamil Hill says by the time Angel Reese is done, she's going to be the Michael Jordan of WNBA.
She said about Angel Reese?
She said Angel Reese, by the time she retires, can you pull up this quote? She said, by the time she retires, she will be the MJ of, go to Jamil Hill, type in Jamil Hill, yeah. She says, by the time she retires, Jamil Hill has made a bold prediction that Angel Reese will become the
Imagine stepping into an arena packed with 20,000 people who desperately want to watch you fail. The atmosphere is filled with tension. Boos are bouncing off the concrete walls before you even touch the hardwood, while the opposing team looks at you like you are the villain in their story. Welcome to the opening game of the highly anticipated second season, where one of the most heated rivalries in WNBA history reached an explosive boiling point. Caitlin Clark didn't simply enter a basketball game that night. She walked straight into an ambush. The crowd was unbelievably loud, shouting insults, waving disrespectful signs, and throwing their full support behind their franchise star, Angel Reese. But there is one major problem with trying to intimidate a generational talent. Some athletes become smaller when the pressure rises. Caitlin Clark does the opposite. She turns that pressure into fuel. And by the time the final buzzer sounded, those 20,000 screaming fans had become completely, painfully, and embarrassingly quiet. What we witnessed was being described as a historic beatdown. Caitlin Clark didn't merely defeat Angel Reese. She dominated her physically and mentally on the court, producing a massive career-high triple-double that completely drained the energy from the arena. And the wildest part was how quickly the entire night became one of the most unforgettable moments in sports. If you're ready for the ultimate story of karma, missed layups, and a legendary career-high performance, destroy that like button, subscribe right now, and let's dive straight into this unbelievable madness. To understand why this performance felt so satisfying, we need to rewind to the media frenzy that unfolded just 48 hours before tip-off. Angel Reese has never been afraid to be outspoken. She thrives on drama, trash talk, and moments that explode across social media. But heading into this second season, she reportedly took things a step too far. She crossed a line involving basketball royalty that many believed should never have been crossed.
To understand why this beatdown was so incredibly satisfying, we have to rewind to the media circus that happened just 48 hours before tip-off. Angel Reese has always been loud. She thrives on the drama, the trash talk, and the viral moments. But heading into this second season, she took it a step too far. She crossed a line of basketball royalty that you simply do not cross.
Look at that pause. It sounded like she drunk a gallon of water in between that pause.
It happens like we know any other time like Angel will make the shot. I mean, she knows she'll make the shot, but in that moment, you just got to encourage your teammates. Like, no one person lost us the game. It's a team effort, and
she's frustrated. She's trying to be nice. We know she'll make the shot. No, you don't know. The last 4 games now, Angel Reese is shooting less than 25% on layups. You don't know she'll make it. And you know who else don't know? This man right here, Carl Semesco, is not happy with Angel Reese. The girl stunk it up.
Great crowd tonight. Disappointing finish to the game. Kind of
look at it. Yo, these pauses they're taking in between are insane.
Yeah. Great crowd tonight. Disappointing finish to the game. Kind of a tough fourth quarter for us, and then we had a chance to win it at regulation, and it just didn't go down. And
during the build-up, ESPN's Stephen A. Smith stepped into the spotlight and had plenty to say. Stephen A. went live on television, stared directly into the camera, and delivered a ruthless reality check. He took Angel Reese's argument apart piece by piece. "You are not Michael Jordan," Stephen A. shouted through the television screen. "You're not even Caitlin Clark." His point was that Angel was confusing massive popularity with the kind of generational greatness that changes the sport forever. He argued that while Angel Reese was focused on building a brand through controversy and attention, the matchup itself was setting the stage for what could become a humiliating reality check. And Stephen A. Smith's warning looked even more relevant once the game began. When the lights came on and the ball went into play, Angel Reese's Michael Jordan comparison collided with a harsh and uncomfortable reality. The opening quarter began with the crowd completely out of control. Every time Caitlin Clark touched the basketball, the arena exploded into a wave of boos so loud that it seemed to shake the broadcast cameras. They wanted Caitlin to crack. They wanted her confidence to disappear. They wanted to watch the pressure finally get to her. But Caitlin Clark had other plans.
That is awesome. Caitlin Clark, the only player in WNBA history to average 26 and 9 assists over a 10-game span. Ever in the history of ever. Let's get to the game. It went to overtime, 95-91. Michaela Timpson, 20 points on 9 of 13. 7 rebounds, 1 block shot. Caitlin Clark, 26 on 9 of 20. 9 assists, 3 boards. Kelsey Mitchell, she extended the streak, come hell or high water. 20 points on 9 of 22. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. You wonder why I come down on Kelsey Mitchell for MVP? I'm sorry, but this rebounding and assist situation drives me crazy. So, let's go to Angel Reese, clocking Caitlin Clark right in the throat hole.
It's just 35.
Right here, you're going to watch. There she gets her in the neck, and there she gets her in the throat. Yeah. What are we doing? Neck, throat. Wow. Yeah. Protected species. Shout out House of Lowlights. Speaking of House of Lowlights, good chance I've got an Angel Reese video coming in.
Angel Reese came into the game determined to make those Michael Jordan comparisons look justified. She demanded the basketball in the post, attempted to overpower her way toward the rim, and chased the highlight moment so aggressively that she seemed to lose sight of the basic fundamentals. Over the course of just 6 minutes, Angel Reese missed 3 straight wide-open layups. It was honestly difficult to watch.
Angel Reese, bruh, after the Angel Reese missed layup to win by a buzzer beater, the rivalry is definitely still alive, bruh. And I'm here to tell you, this is the face of defeat. I'm telling you right now, Angel Reese is defeated. And one thing I always tell you guys, y'all should know this. The internet will give it, and the internet will damn sure take it away. Y'all ever heard the saying, at this moment you knew you messed up? This is the look Angel Reese had on her face. At this exact moment, she knew she's gonna be the laughingstock of the basketball world for the next 48 hours. That's exactly what happened. And it was so bad, Angel Reese did not speak to reporters after the damn game.
Please take me through that fourth and overtime. They outscored 31-19. What changed in that at the end of the game?
Wait, can you repeat that?
At the end of the game, they outscored you 31-19 in the fourth and overtime. What was the difference in the game, you believe, at that point?
I feel like we fought hard. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like we just came up short tonight.
This question is for either of you all. When you face a team like this, obviously 4 times, you could potentially see them again in the playoffs. I guess what would you say you can kind of take away from a loss like this?
That we're right there. And I know tonight didn't go the way that we wanted to, but we had some plays down and we showed some fight. And I think although we didn't get the win, I think there's some promise that we know that we can beat a team like that if we have a full team together, but even with the team we had tonight.
Buddy, what happened next was the kind of performance that could belong in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Caitlin Clark began the attack with a 35-foot logo 3 that instantly stunned everyone sitting near the front row. Then she started carving up the defense with passes that seemed to defy the laws of geometry. She was finding her teammates perfectly in stride, piling up assists so quickly that the statisticians were struggling just to keep pace. But Caitlin wasn't only focused on scoring and creating for others. She was also doing the tough work that often gets overlooked. She was charging into the paint, battling for rebounds against bigger players, and taking the ball away from taller opponents while showing Angel Reese what real toughness and determination looked like. By the middle of the third quarter, something that seemed impossible had become reality. The graphic appeared on the screen, confirming it. Caitlin Clark had recorded a massive, historic career-high triple-double.
You know, passing and just letting them get matched up and stay matched up, I think we saw it a lot more than we would have otherwise.
Yeah. Hi, Coach. I'm Annabelle Ryder with Decatur-ish. Just curious, you already mentioned kind of refreshing on how you guys respond to zone defense, but are there any other next steps that you guys are really highlighting and moving forward?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of positives today, I thought. And
to Angel, obviously, Ryan and Alicia were kind of there to console her. What was your message to Angel after she missed that shot?
Yeah, what was your message to Angel after she smoked the layup and smoked the game?
We just had to move on to the next play. I mean, we did what we didn't run there was supposed to be one screen in there, and we kind of forgot the screen. But then Ryan, took the shot. And we told those two to, really crash the boards and give us a second chance. They both did exactly what we asked for them. And then we got two looks, right at the end of the game that, could have won it for us. But, they rolled out.
He's pissed. We got two looks right at the end of the game, two layups. And they just rolled out. He's pissed.
Kind of a bad break.
And one quick follow-up, how much of a difference not having Jordan Canada in today's game kind of potentially maybe have impacted the outcome of this game?
Yeah, I mean, it happens. You have to go with what you have. And I think the players that played today gave us a great chance to win. I mean, we're literally one possession, from winning the game against a very good team who's been playing really well. But JC is a fantastic point guard, and obviously, particularly against the zone, she's somebody that we count on for penetrating to the middle and then passing it out to our shooters or dumping it down behind. So, and then she makes such a difference in our transition game and gives us an extra really good defender out there. So we miss her. But, she couldn't go today. So the people that went, I thought, did well enough to win. She was competitive. Her performance to be able to contribute that way when you're having to guard one of the best players in the league for as much time as she did. I mean, I thought she was fantastic.
Hi, Coach. Makai Colson here with AJC. Obviously, I know you guys are probably having a one game at a time mindset, but what are some key things from this game that you're planning on telling the team or hoping that they talk amongst each other to take to the next game?
Well, I think it shows that, we have a really good team. I mean, Indiana's excellent, and despite being shorthanded, we were right there. That's why it hurt so much, is because, we were right there.
You was right there, but Angel Reese gotcha.
Let's talk about the moment Caitlin Clark calmly stepped up and buried a cold-blooded three-pointer directly in Angel Reese's face. As the ball ripped through the net, Caitlin didn't scream, celebrate, or showboat. She simply turned around and stared toward the crowd. The silence that followed was absolutely deafening. Those 20,000 fans who had spent the previous 2 hours screaming, booing, and hurling insults suddenly went completely quiet. It felt like you could hear a pin drop inside the arena. Caitlin Clark had found the ultimate mute button. She silenced the entire building without saying a single word, using nothing but the greatest individual performance of her young career. Stephen A. Smith had already issued his warning. The fans should have paid attention. You never make the mistake of poking the bear.